Hi there, and welcome to Trending, the social media bulletin brought to you by the Drum magazine. Here are this week's trending headlines. In what could potentially be a landmark legal ruling, Twitter has been forced to hand over personal details of some of its users. South Tyneside Council took Twitter to court in California to unmask a web user who it claims has posted libelous comments about councillors and officials online. Google boss Eric Schmidt has admitted that he didn't react quickly enough to the emergence of Facebook. Schmidt told the D9 conference in California that he recognised the challenge being posed by Facebook 4 years ago, but screwed up by not doing more to keep pace with the social networking site. Steve Jobs is expected to take centre stage at the Worldwide Developers Conference next week to unveil Apple's latest development, the iCloud. The streaming music service will allow users to listen to their entire music collections wherever they are. It's been a controversial few weeks for Twitter, but the social networking site has hit the headlines for the right reasons in the last few days after unveiling a raft of new features. Chief among them is the new follow button, which web publishers can add to their sites to make it easier for Twitter users to follow their content and writers. But how significant is this development and what will it prove to become?
The key thing for me is for the people and brands that are looking to build a following on Twitter, it's reduced the barrier to entry for that. Whereas in the past there's been Twitter follow buttons unofficially across blog sites and websites. If you click that, it would take you through to twitter.com and you'd have to complete that follow transaction there. But now a pop-up will appear allowing the user to complete that transaction within the site they're visiting, which is obviously a much slicker user experience. Key to this now for the people that are looking to build a following is that the first thing that appears is your avatar and bio, so they have to be stronger than ever and really tell people what they're going to gain from following you. And of course it means that your overall Twitter use has to be engaging and useful for the audience that you're trying to attract.
Before we go, let's take a quick look at the rising searches that have dominated Google this week. Concerns for the well-being of Sean Kingston, who was injured after a jet ski crash, have made him the most popular search on Google this week. Another singer shooting up the Google charts is Cheryl Cole. The Geordie songstress was reportedly sacked from the US version of The X Factor because Americans couldn't understand her accent. There's a surprise. That's all from us on this week's Trending. We'll see you all again next week. Ta-ra for now.